Hello everyone, it's Olumayowa Victor Ogunsola again, and today we've got something very interesting for us in the field of business management. The topic of the day today will be very useful for business students around the world. It will be very useful for management students around the world. Also, are you an aspiring entrepreneur? You're going to find today's topic very useful because as an entrepreneur, you have to satisfy your customers. In case you are a manager in any business organization, whether you're an operational manager, a tactical manager, or a strategic manager, you know that your customers must be delighted. So please enjoy today's video in the field of business management. What am I talking about today? I am talking about quality management. This video today will be helping us to have an insight and introduction to what we mean by quality management. Please enjoy. As you know, I would always go to the whiteboard because I like to write it all out. So if you follow me to the whiteboard, please. Thank you. We are at the whiteboard. The first question we want to ask ourselves when we talk about quality management is indeed, what is quality? So I put quality, excuse me please, and I put a question mark. So what is quality? I like to start by saying quality is fit for use. So I say fit for use. So if you get a product or you get a service from a supplier or you get a product from a shop, if it's not fit for use, it's not quality. So when we talk about quality, it is fit for use. The recipient of the product, the recipient of the service must find it fit for use. We can add something to that. Quality is fit for purpose. Let me make an example of that. You've got a wedding to attend in the coming Saturday. If you go to the shops, a suit shop, and you got a pair of suits, and you are able to use that suit, you are able to wear that suit to that wedding ceremony, it's already fit for purpose, and that's quality. So quality is fit for use, quality is fit for purpose. When you talk about quality, I'd like to inform us that price is a very important factor. So quality is when customers get what they want at a fair price. You want it, that's one aspect. Can you afford it? You want it, but you are able to get it at the price that you can afford, then it's quality to you. So quality is when customers get what they want at a fair price. I put that down as well, yeah? Okay, quality. When customers get what they want at a fair price. By a fair price, I mean a fair price to the customers, please. Yeah? At a fair price. Let's look at these three. Quality is fit for use. Quality is fit for purpose. Quality is when customers get what they want at a fair price. It already tells you that quality revolves around the customer. That brings us to my main definition of quality in this video. The quality guru, the American quality guru, Edward Deming. Edward Deming defined quality as quality can be defined by the customer. If you are the customer, you only can tell us if that product or service is fit for use for you, is fit for purpose for you, or if you have gotten it at a fair price. So according to Edward Deming, quality can be defined by the customer. I'll put that down as well, yeah? We'll put a long arrow there, yeah? Quality can be defined by who? The customer. And that's a definition from Edward Deming, yeah? Put that down. Edward Deming. So, should you be a business student anywhere in the world, please, you can always rewind this YouTube video right now and cross-check from your textbooks. Or just go on the Google search engine and put W. Edward Deming quality, and you can find that definition. Okay, we are going to go on right now. Before we go on, I'd like to quickly clarify something. Or I'd like to add to that definition. When I say quality can be defined by the customers, for me, Victor, it might be that quality for me is wearing a pair of jeans that's just 40 euros. That might be quality for me. Because maybe that 40 euros pair of jeans is fit for use for me, it's fit for purpose for me, and I can afford that, which means I can get it at a fair price. Therefore, I am satisfied with a 40 euros pair of jeans. Therefore, I am delighted with a 40 euros pair of jeans. But perhaps there is Michael, and for Michael, he thinks a 40 euro pair of jeans is not quality. For Michael, it might be that Michael wants to wear a pair of designer jeans that goes for 400 euros for one pair of jeans. So to me, my 40 euros pair of jeans is quality to me, because quality can be defined by the customer. It's fit for use, fit for purpose. I got it at a fair price. Quality for Victor, 40 euros pair of jeans. But for Michael, 400 euros pair of jeans is quality for him, because for Michael, he got that at a fair price, it's fit for use, and fit for purpose for him. So you understand that quality can only be defined by the customer. Thank you very much. So, why should organizations manage or apply quality to their products or services? Why? Why quality? Okay. For businesses, why should businesses involve quality? You are a business, you're a restaurant, you are a business, you are a fashion designer, you are in business, even you are a car wash. Okay? Why should you render quality services? It's because there is so much competition in the world. We have a highly competitive business environment. The days of customer loyalty because of family values. Oh, why do you shop at McDonald's? Oh, sorry, why do you eat at McDonald's? Oh, for us, it's family tradition. You know, my granddad, he loved going to McDonald's, and my dad picked it up. And when we were kids, we always ate there. I love it now, and I take my kids there. Those days are long gone. These days, it's a highly competitive business environment. People want value for money. So people want value for money. People want to be satisfied. Therefore, if you don't provide quality services, you will not get loyal customers, okay? So why do people, why quality? Is because if you don't provide quality services, you will not get customers, okay? So customers want, why quality? It's because customers want to be satisfied, yeah? Customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction, yeah? Customers delight. Customers delight. Yeah. Customers want value for money. Okay. Value for money. So these are some of the reasons why quality also, because it's a highly competitive business environment. If you don't give your customers quality services, they're going to the competitors next door immediately. Yeah. So highly competitive business environment. So if you are in business, if you are a manager in a particular business organization, ensure that you provide quality services, because if you don't provide quality services, your customers will not be satisfied. These days, it's beyond satisfaction. Customers must be delighted. When customers are delighted, they begin to recommend your service or your product to families and friends. Okay? It's value for money. So customers, when they spend money, they want value for their money. Okay? Don't forget that it's a highly competitive business environment. So if you don't provide quality services to your customers going to the next competitor. Thank you very much. You can always rewind that video to make an understanding of something that you didn't get that I was saying. Now I go on to the next part of this short lecture, which is very interesting, because now we are going to look at the various methods on how to manage quality or how to apply quality to our businesses. Yeah? How to manage or apply quality. So we are going to be looking at the various methods on how to apply quality to our businesses. Yeah? The first method we'd like to talk about is called quality control. Quality control. And this is a quality management approach. When we talk about quality control, what are the key words there? We are talking about inspection. Inspection. Of course, when we are making an inspection, we are looking for something. What are we looking for? We are looking for deviation of standards. Deviation of standards. We are looking for lack of conformance. Lack of conformance. So quality control is about inspection in the production line. We are looking for deviation of standards. We are looking for lack of conformance. Why conformance? Why are we doing this? We are doing this so that the error will not get to the end user. Again, quality control is about inspection, looking for deviation of standards, looking for lack of conformance, and we are making sure that the error does not get to the end user, that is the customer. Okay? We are doing all of this to make sure that the error does not get to the customer. And that is one approach to manage quality. Okay, like I always say, you can rewind to get your facts about quality control. Thank you very much. We go to another approach that we can use to manage quality, and this time around we are going to talk about quality assurance. Quality assurance. Now, what do we mean by quality assurance QA? This time around, unlike quality control, where we go on producing and during production we are looking for errors, here, from the onset of production, we establish quality procedures. From the onset of production, we establish quality standards. And by doing so, we make sure we eradicate all quality errors. So I'll just put that down, yeah? Quality assurance, yeah? Eradication of quality errors or problems, yeah, and establishment of quality standards and procedures from the onset of production. It could be a service from the onset of planning. So quality control, you plan, you act, you start already. And in the process of implementation, you begin to look for errors, quality control. But this is quality assurance. Before production starts, before you execute your business, you make sure that you eradicate all quality errors or problems. And you establish quality standards and procedures. And that is quality assurance. You can see the difference already. So you can ask yourself a question. If you are a business manager right now, which approach would you like to use to manage quality? Will it be quality control? I start, but I check. And when I spot an error, I make sure it doesn't get to the final consumer. That could be more costly. Or before I start production at all, I make sure that I eradicate all quality errors. No chance for mistakes. Every quality standard is in place, quality procedure is in place, and this means zero tolerance to errors. Quality assurance, zero approach to quality problems. Thank you. Again, you can always rewind that to understand all I have said about quality assurance. It gets more interesting. It gets more interesting because the next quality method that we can use in our business organization is what we know as TQM. I am sure if you're a business student or if you're a business manager, you must have heard about TQM before. And T here stands for total, Q for quality, and M stands for management. So TQM means total quality management. And what do we mean by total quality management? It's simply the application of quality standards in all aspects of the organization. So TQM, if we say that we are an organization using TQM as our approach to manage quality, it means all departments within our organization, all levels of management within our organization is involved in quality management. So I put that down, guys. TQM, it means applying quality. If you give me 1 minute, please, I will just put on the light. Sorry about that. The camera can follow me as well so that we see that it's just the light gone off. Thank you. We've got light back on now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we continue our video now. TQM, applying quality management standards, applying quality management standards and procedures to all aspects of the organization, including suppliers. So we say we are, for example, let's say that we are a supermarket and say this is the Netherlands. So let's say that we are Albertine. So this is Albertine supermarket, and we already use TQM approach, which means in Albertine we apply quality management procedures to all aspects of our operations. But you know that as Albertine we have external stakeholders such as suppliers. We will also make sure that our suppliers are suppliers that also use TQM. For example, our suppliers must also embed quality management procedures and standards in all aspects of their organization. Yeah? How best can we apply TQM to all aspects of our organization? I think you would already remember this, and TQM applying quality management standards and procedures to all aspects of the organization, including suppliers. Remember that as business students, when we talk about organization, we are talking about operational management. At the bottom of the pyramid of management, we are talking of tactical management. In the mid-level management of the organization, and at the top level of the organization, we're talking about strategic management. So we talk about strategic, oops, pardon me for that, I didn't play that right. Strategic management. So I can draw, at this time around, I don't make it a pyramid. So these 3 levels of management: below, lowest level of management, operational management; mid-level management, tactical management; and at very top level management, strategic management. When we talk about TQM, again, applying quality standards and quality procedures to all aspects of the organization, which means we don't leave quality issues just to strategic management. If you are an employee within operational management, you are thinking about quality. Quality, how do I embed quality? How do I satisfy customers? How do I give customers value for money? If you are a tactical mid-level manager, you are also thinking about quality. How do I satisfy customers? How do I make sure customers get value for money? If you are a strategic management, you are also thinking about quality. So TQM means everyone in the organization, from the CEO to the lowest staff, perhaps a cleaner, everyone is involved in applying quality standards and procedures to the operations of the organization. I think TQM is well explained. We go to the next one, please. Thank you very much. Just a quick recap. Remember that I have talked about quality control, quality assurance, and total quality management as 3 methods for organizations to manage quality. Now we are going to something more interesting, which is continuous improvement. But before I go to the concept of continuous improvement, which is called Kaizen in Japan, I want to ask, is quality a stagnant process? Is quality a stagnant process? Absolutely not. Quality is something that is not stagnant. Quality is ongoing and ongoing and ongoing forever. Ask yourself today, in 2004, 2005, 2006, mobile phone manufacturers, Nokia, were the king of the industry. You needed to have a Nokia phone in the 2005, 2006, 2007, and you said, yeah, I have got a cool phone. But what's happening today? We don't have Nokia around today. Of course, there are still Nokia phones, but the king of the industry today is Apple and Samsung. So I hope I have made that point. Quality is not a stagnant process. Hence, if you are an organization and customers are happy today, you must always use the concept of continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. This is another very important concept when it comes to managing quality. Continuous improvement. In Japan, this is known as Kaizen. Continuous improvement known as Kaizen. Kaizen in Japan. What do we mean by continuous improvement? It means that you are always and regularly looking for ways to improve your operations and processes within your organization. For continuous improvement, you are not looking for major big breakthroughs, but you are looking at taking small but regular steps forward. Not looking for big major breakthroughs, but we are looking at taking small but regular steps forward, and that is continuous improvement. So continuous improvement, yeah, regular steps forward to seek improvements, or rather regular steps forward to satisfy customers, yeah, slash satisfy customers and stakeholders. So you're not looking for big major breakthroughs, but you're looking for small but regularly, on a regular basis, on a continual basis, you are improving, and that is continuous improvement. This is a highly strategic approach to managing quality. We talk about the fifth one now, because I think this is the fourth one. I talked about quality control, quality assurance, total quality management, continuous improvement. We go to the fifth one now, which is lean management. The concept of lean management is a very interesting one, and the name lean already suggests what it means. Lean management. And this is another approach to managing quality. What are we looking for here? We are trying to eliminate waste. So anything that does not add value to our organization, anything that will not add value to our customers, we don't focus on such. We only focus on things that add value to the operations in order to keep our customers satisfied and delighted. Please pardon me. Eliminate waste, yeah. Focus on operations. Focus on operations which add value to customers. I would like to say only focus. Okay? Only focus on operations which add value to customers. So there's this operation within the organization, it will not add value to customer. Lean management, we cut that out. We focus on eliminating waste. We focus on only the operations which will add value to the customers. I've got another approach here, and that's the JIT, which is just in time, and that's also one of the concepts I would recommend for business managers around the world to use to manage quality. It's called JIT, which means just, what's the J here? Just in time. And this is simply talking about getting your services or products to your customers exactly when the customers need it. Not before, not after, but delivery to customers exactly when they need it. It's a very simple concept, yeah? Delivery of product or services to customers exactly, or pardon my writing please, to customers exactly when they need. Think about it. A customer has placed an order. They get the product or service exactly when they need it. This customer is more than satisfied. They are delighted. This customer is delighted. Okay? And that's the concept of just in time. Lastly, we talk about the last point. We cannot talk about quality without talking about how do we measure quality. How do we measure quality? Let's remind ourselves, we've talked about what quality is, and we said quality is fit for use, fit for purpose. It's when customers get what they want at a fair price, can only be defined by the customer. What they mean, quality can be defined by the customer. We've talked about why. Why should organizations use quality? We said it's a highly competitive business environment. If you don't offer your customers quality, they go to your rivals. That's your competitors. Yeah? We talked about the approaches to manage quality. Quality control is about inspection, it's about lack of conformance, it's about deviation of standards. We talked about quality assurance. It's about making sure the quality procedures and standards are established right from the beginning and eradicating all quality errors right from the beginning. We talked about total quality management is the application of quality management procedures to every part of the organization. So whether you're an operational manager, a tactical manager, or a strategic manager, you are involved in delivering value for the customer. We talked about continuous improvement, where we are not looking to take giant strides, okay? But we are taking small but regular steps forward to satisfy our customers. We talked about lean management, where we are trying to eliminate waste. We are focusing on only the things that will add value to the customer. Then we talked about just in time. And for just in time, we say it doesn't get to the customer before, it doesn't get to the customer after, it gets to the customer exactly when they need it, just in time. Lastly, how do we measure quality? How to measure quality? We are an organization. How do we know? Okay, we are a university, for example, in England, let me say. We are a university in England, and we are, say, London Metropolitan University. How do we as London Metropolitan University know that we are offering quality educational services? The first concept is benchmarking, okay? Benchmarking. And what do we mean by benchmarking? Benchmarking simply means comparing the operations of your organization with the operations of the organization that is the leader in your industry. Okay, so again, benchmarking, you are comparing the operations and processes of your organization with the operations and processes of the organization that is the leader in your industry. So you are looking for best practices. So in the example that I gave, that we are London Metropolitan University in England, if London Metropolitan University would want to measure its quality management to see how they are doing in terms of quality, they would need to benchmark their processes and operations with the best university in England, and maybe that will be Oxford University or Cambridge University. So London Metropolitan University would benchmark. In terms of admission, how do we handle our admission? Oh, let's see, Oxford University. Look at what they do for handling their admission. Then London Metropolitan University imports the best practices from Oxford University, from Cambridge University into their own admission processes at London Metropolitan University. And that's what benchmarking is. And I'm going to put that down quickly here. Benchmarking, comparing the organizations processes with the processes of the best organization in the industry. And I think that was a good example. So your organization says we are in this industry. In the case of London Metropolitan University, they are in the education industry, education sector in the in England. Now we want to benchmark our admission procedures. They have to check their admission procedures and compare that to the admission procedures of the best universities in England, like Cambridge or Oxford. If they find any practices that are very of high quality standards, they need to import those practices into their operations at London Metropolitan University. And the very last point, how to measure quality. We can measure quality by getting feedback from our customers, okay? We can measure quality. First point, benchmarking, don't forget, you can use benchmarking to measure quality. Also, you can measure quality by getting feedback from your, I would not say customers, I would say stakeholders. You want to measure quality in your organization, get feedback from your stakeholders, yeah? From your stakeholders. Then I would say, who are your stakeholders? Your customers, your suppliers, Your employees, of course, the workers that work in your organization, employees, who would be your stakeholders, maybe distributors, and we can go on and on. So get feedback from your stakeholders, and the feedback you get from your stakeholders should already tell you how your organization is doing quality-wise. So this is the short lecture for today. I hope this is a short lecture. I think it's a long one, but it's a very useful lecture on approaches to manage quality. And like I said at the beginning, are you a business student anywhere in the world? This is very useful video for you for quality management. Share it to your fellow students. Are you an aspiring entrepreneur, or you have just started your own business? This is a very useful video to help you with quality management approaches that you can use or embed in your business. Are you already an operational manager, a tactical manager, or a strategic senior manager in any business organization? I'm sure that you would find this video refreshing, and you can use any of these quality management approaches. You can suggest them in the boardroom and use them to improve quality management in your organization. Thank you, and I'm sure that you have enjoyed the video. You know that I will not go until I try to get feedback from us. You know that I will not go except I get feedback from us. I love feedback so much because it helps me to deliver quality lectures to you guys. Okay, so you want to send me a feedback, you can send me an email at Delta Mango Alpha Yankee Oscar Romeo 4 umbrella @gmail.com. That's what we have here. dmail4you@gmail.com. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, but before I thank you, I'd like to remind you that I have a passion for the development of the African continent, and I love to see African unity. Africa must be united, and Africa must develop. Thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you in English language. I'm recording from the Netherlands. I'd like to say thank you well. And as a Yoruba boy from Nigeria, West Africa, I like to say Esheo. Thank you very much.